Hello everyone, my name is Liang from OEZ, the University of Toronto. In this recorded presentation, I share a cross-cultural comparison titled From Knowledge Transmitters to Learning Facilitators, Curriculum Differences and Teacher Identity in China and Ontario. My motivation comes from globalization and migration. Increasingly, teachers move across borders, and with that move, they also enter a new set of curricular expectations. Immigrant and cross-cultural teachers often need to negotiate what counts as good teaching and what counts as evidence of learning, and even what their professional role should be. Let me briefly sketch the contrast. In China, a unified curriculum typically means nationally standardized syllabi, textbooks, and assessments. High-stakes exams create strong accountability for test performance. Pedagogy often gravitates toward efficient coverage. Lecture practice testing and classroom knowledge is frequently framed through a single correct answer logic. In what context? The teacher role is easily positioned as a knowledge transmitter. In Ontario, the curriculum is more differentiated. In career-based learning, multiple pathways and competency development are emphasized. Teachers are expected to design tasks responsive to student needs and interests, and assessment highlights from formative feedback and varied evidence. Here, the teacher is more often positioned as learning facilitator. My key idea is these curricular structures don't just guide instruction, they also shape the teacher's identity trajectories, especially for educators working across cultures. To analyze identity, I draw on two connected frameworks. First, the 5 contexts of teacher identity from Cooper and White, which includes autobiographical, historical, political, postmodern, and philosophical dimensions of identity work. Second, I extend this with the lens of curriculum, technology, and democracy from Cooper, which highlights the curriculum as a roadmap from teaching and learning, while technology and democratic values shape classroom continuities and decision-making. Now, what happens to teacher identity under these two systems? In a unified system, professional security is often tightly linked to the exam results. Teaching emphasized coverage, efficiency, and predictability. Over time, identity can be leaned toward control and certainty. I must deliver the syllabus, and the proof is the score. In a different system, teachers constantly design for diverse learners and context. Assessment becomes ongoing and dialogic. Teachers collect multiple forms of evidence and respond in real time. Identity can shift toward professional judgment, relationship building, and support student agency. So, technology and assessment intensify these identity shifts. In Ontario, digital tools like Desmos or GeoGebra are often encouraged as part of learning decision. For teachers trained in unified systems, the challenge is role-based, moving from explaining content to designing learning environments where students explore, test ideas, and justify thinking. But there's also an equity issue. Access and support vary across schools and learners, so technology can widen gaps if systems don't provide infrastructure and pedagogy together. To conclude, I suggest the 3 implications from cross-cultural teacher education. First, support identity bilingualism. Second, strengthen preparation in differentiated instruction and culturally responsive assessment. Third, build institutional support for cultural curriculum technology integration, including equity-focused resources. Thank you for listening, and I welcome your questions.